Hello and welcome. My name is Weisbimon from the German piracy organization Sabre, and this is my EMP guide. Since Alpha 4.5 went live, engineering has been introduced into the verse, which also brings changes to the EMP gameplay. In this tutorial, I'll take a deep dive and show you how to use EMP in PvE missions, as well as how to use them effectively against other players. I'll also show you my favorite ships and explain the setting I use. So grab a beer and enjoy the video. First ship we wanna have a look is the Sabre Raven. The Sabre Raven is the only EMP ship in the verse which is equipped with 2 EMPs generator. This is a absolutely benefit, especially in PvP combat, because the EMP is really devastating. When we enter a EMP ship, it is always to follow some checklist. So first of all, we have to make the pip management. So we go to our pip management and we turn off the EMP generators. Next, we check the coolers. If the coolers can be reduced with some power pips, then we will do that. So now I have set up my Raven, and the next thing we have to do is to give a weapon group to the EMP generator in this question. So also, by the way, you have to assign weapon group 3 to that. Next recommendation is I always set the weapon group on the upper displays, because I can read on this displays when the EMP generators is loading. I'm now charging the EMP with my keybind. What you can see here on the video is that I have 2 blue bubbles, because the Sabre Raven has 2 EMP generator. And this is, one of the thing actually in the verse. Therefore, both can hit the target on the same time. And this is a little bit unfair, because often you can disable a ship very, very quickly. Now we are here on the training side. First, what we have to do in EMP gameplay is always we have to bring all shield down before firing the EMP. When we fire the EMP before, then it is nearly useless against the shields. So you can see here in the Hornet, so now the shields are empty, I'm boosting and then I hit the EMP. And that was the Hornet in question is out of the game. You can see directly on the right hand side that the EM signature goes down, thus this ship is disabled. So again, make sure that all the shields are down before firing the EMP. Then go close to the target and hit the EMP. Close to the target means I would recommend not far away from 500 meters. Thus, as closer as better it is. Also, this Hornet fell in sleep, so now you just have to kill it. The next ship on my list is the Avenger Warlock. The Avenger Warlock has a really big EMP in the background, where the Avenger Titan has normally the storage capacities. In this room you can bring in SCU containers, and this is often a benefit, especially in piracy aspect, when you have a mantis and some fighters and you may grab some containers from your enemies. Then you can use this storage place, which is of course not an official storage, but you can use it as well. I like the Avenger Warlock because it's interceptor tuned and it's equipped with 2 size 3 guns and 1 size 4 gun on the nose. This allows me to equip distortion repeaters, and I have a devastating gun as a size 4 on my nose as well. Thus, when I'm running a full distortion loadout, I cannot make enough damage to bring the shields down, but with this setup I have the perfect solution to bring the shields down. In the cockpit we immediately start with our pip management. Thus we have to turn on the EMP generator, and here this Warlock is nearly stock loadout. Thus I have to reduce the pips of the cooler, and next one is again we have to make the management of our weapon groups. EMP generator must be always on weapon group 3, you cannot equip it on weapon group 1 or either 2, it must be always on 3. And here I'm playing a little bit around because I'm playing with my Whirlpool sticks with a 2 trigger stage, and I'm playing around that I have on trigger stage 1 I will shoot the distortion cannons, and on trigger stage 2 I will shoot with the size 4 gun. Nearly 27 G's acceleration is amazing on that beast. Pro tip: if you charge the EMP in SCM, you can switch to nav mode, and also you can quantum travel and the EMP will be fully loaded.
Welcome to the training session. Get settled, and I'll let everyone know to start.
So again, we will try first to shut down all the shields before firing the EMP.
Hostiles inbound. Light them up.
In this example you can see I disable this razor with my distortion repeaters, not with the EMP. So the signature goes down, thus this ship is offline. And this is exactly what we have to consider for the future, especially in PvP aspect. When a ship is disabled for PvP ships, the disabling is just around about 10 seconds. Thus, if you hit with the EMP and have enough distortion on the target, then the signature goes down and the ship is off, but only for 10 seconds. Thus you have to shoot continuously on the target to keep them with distortion damage onwards. I come back later on that scenario because one of my Spectre mates shoot EMP on me and I was in the escort, and I will show you how it looks like. Especially with this setup, thus with the distortion repeaters on the wings plus the EMP generator on the Avenger, is absolutely devastating against also heavy ships. Of course you need some time to get the power with this one single S4 gun that you can melt the shields of a size 3 ship, but when a shield side is down and you go very close on that, you have the chance to also disable this ship as well. Thus, the EMP generator plus the distortion guns in combination allow you that you have permanently distortion damage on the vehicle in question. and this lead to that you can finally disable it. Now the ship in question is disabled. And what we also discovered in our piracy organization Sabre is when a ship is disabled, it will be break automatically to 0. Thus in the former patch it was like that when a distortion damage leading to a completely disabled ship, then you have a lot of speed on that. But here in that scenario you can see now the ship is offline, and now I have the chance to board it. As I mentioned on my pirate guide, thus to get gears for your pirate in question, have always enough ammo. You need that ammo to breach into the vehicle. Next vehicle on my list is the Hawk 2.
Anvil,
The Anvil Hawk is a dedicated bounty hunting ship, and of course this bounty hunting ship need an EMP generator, because when, so God will, bounty hunting came to version 2.0, then we have to bring all our bounties into the prison, and therefore the Hawk has a separate room in the back where you can store passengers which you grab in the verse. The Anvil Hawk also has an EMP generator and is equipped with 4 size 2 and 1 size 1 gun. I'm using nearly here the stock loadout because it's perfectly with this double size 1 gun. You can permanently give distortion damage on the target, and the EMP can disable the ship quickly. In comparison with the Sabre Raven or the Warlock, the Hawk is not interceptor-tuned, but it is much more agile. Thus in 1v1 PvP combats you will be sitting better in a Hawk instead of a Avenger or even a Raven.
Good, you're here. I'll notify the other pilots and we can begin. Got hostiles heading to your position. Prepare to engage.
Bogey. Target destroyed.
And finally, as you can see here in that screen, I also could disable the mole with the Hawk. Welcome back, rookie, to the training site. Now that you have seen how to use EMP to your advantage in PvE scenarios, things change completely once we dive into PvP situation. When a player ship is disabled and goes offline, it will only stay shut down for about 10 seconds before the power comes back online. To prevent this, you need to keep applying distortion damage after the ship is disabled. If you don't maintain the pressure, your opponent can again power and escape as soon as their system reboot. In this example, my body executive is in a Avenger Warlock, equipped as I showed you previously, and now we can see how effective is distortion damage against the Anvil Asgard. The first EMP waves hit my ship and I got 64% of distortion damage. And here I do not skip anything because you just saw how quickly does a ship come back when it was hit by an EMP device. Next test is my buddy will shoot me with this 2 size 3 distortion repeaters, and you can see how effective they are when the shields are offline. Also very interesting in this example, he was not able to disable my ship only with the distortion guns. So the EMP itself will not disable an escort. Thus you need EMP plus distortion damage to bring the ship to an offline state. But nevertheless, we want to shut down the escort completely. Thus I beg him to fire up the EMP plus shooting with distortion guns. And now I am totally disabled. You will see also the distortion will go to 99% and then I reach power plane shutdown status. So from now on, now you can see here directly how fast as it goes when you have a total shutdown of the power plant. Thus this is exactly what I mentioned before. You have to keep distortion damage on the vehicle, otherwise it comes back online soon. On the next example, I beg him to fire up the EMP plus distortion on the distortion guns and let me sleep. I said, try to let me sleep, thus that my power plant will be definitely offline for a longer time.
Engines offline.
So if you want to board some ship and the distortion damage is 100%, the ship will also immediately stop. This is also a change in comparison to the previous version of Star Citizen. Now the ship also, when it is in acceleration, it will stop, and then you can board this ship without any issues. By the way, here you can identify how it looks like on the engineering terminal. Especially when you go to the config page, you will also see a special sign how it looks like when a power plant or even when some components are affected from distortion damage. We made a detailed testing in the Arena Commander as well as in the Verse to make sure the new EMP mechanic works as it should be. I know this was our training site and it's of course a lot of theoretically parts which are affected. I know real PvP combat situations are often different and you have to try it out by yourself, and I hope this guide help you with all those information as we collected in the Verse. Spectre is one of the biggest piracy organization in the verse, and I have a suitable video how we tested also in 4.5 against other players in case of an snare event day where we interdicted other players. Thus check the video and enjoy. Why the Vanguard Sentinel is not on my list? It's easy. It's too slow, it's too heavy, has very slow turn rate, and in comparison with the Hawk, with the Raven, or even with the Warlock, it's no necessity for those ships to take it as an EMP ship. How about the Scorpius Antares? The Antares is great, but to be honest, who will sit in the turret gunner just hitting the EMP button or the snare button? It's totally boring and therefore, of course, a great ship, but nobody will take the seat in that one. When it comes to my personal opinion, it's hard to say which one is the best. Especially depends when we have a snare event and we just have one EMP ship, then I will take definitely the Raven because the EMP is very, very strong on that. When we have two EMP ships, I definitely will be using the Anvil Hawk because it's a great PvP fighter when it comes to 1v1. And of course, when we have enough fighter and so on, it can be also possible that I'm using the Avenger Warlock instead. this was my EMP tutorial. Let me know what's your favorite ship and why you want to choose that one instead. Let me know in the comments and mention your personal EMP ship, and is it for PvE or did you use it for PvE combat? Did you use more distortion weapons or are you using more EMP instead? Anyhow folks, thanks for watching, and as you know, I'm a quite new YouTube guy and I hope you enjoy my content. I wish all of you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and see you next year. Maybe I will give some videos in behind, I don't know. I have a family and so on. Thus I don't know if I'm online or offline. Anyhow, let me there a like and a subscribe. If you're interested about piracy gameplay, we are one of the biggest German piracy organization. Feel free to join our Discord server and see you in the verse.